On TikTok, I've acquired over 170,000 followers. That's absolutely wild. In this video, I'm gonna tell you my TikTok story. I started making social media videos at the beginning of COVID. New York State's then Governor Andrew Cuomo implemented New York Pause, and he basically told law practitioners everywhere, go home, close your office. And I knew that this moment was going to be a transformational moment in the practice of law. I thought to myself, if we continue to advertise the old way, on the phone book and Google pay-per-click and billboards, we're gonna be in trouble. So I decided to do something different. I was gonna make videos for Facebook specifically. Good news. I made some progress today by completing my first full-scale remote deposition. And my idea originally was to talk to my existing clients. I thought I would make videos updating them about the COVID New York Pause and how it was affecting the court system and their respective cases. Admittedly, I did not expect to have an update, but today I received a press release. The first video I ever made was on my old law firm's Facebook page, and the next day my partners came in and they were all supportive, but they all had feedback. And I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna do this. This is gonna be something I do for myself, my clients, and I'm gonna create my own brand. I'm gonna get this thing up and running. It's gonna be lights out. I hope you enjoy. But then I noticed something. People were watching them. People were sharing, hey John, I see your videos. Everywhere I would go in town, people would say, I see your videos. People were learning about the law, and they were also learning what I did for a living. So early on in the process, I decided that I wanted to set a goal, and the goal was to create one video per day. Now again, most of the videos at the beginning pertained to COVID and how it was affecting the litigation world here in New York and the court system. And initially, these videos didn't do well. The first transformational moment came when I bought a building where I was gonna put my law practice, and I started to record the renovation process. And then again, I noticed people were following. Everybody started telling me, hey John, the building looks great, or it's such a beautiful building, or congratulations. So I knew that I had something, and I kept going forward. Now my success on TikTok did not come for almost 2 years into the process, because at the beginning, I really committed myself to Facebook and Instagram. But then the day came where I decided we're gonna jump into TikTok. And let me tell you, the moment I got into TikTok, it was game changing. But it wasn't an easy process either. Hello everyone, I'm attorney John DeGasperis. I'm the PI guy. I'm the PI guy. I'm attorney John DeGasperis. I'm the PI guy. There was all of this banter about whether it was a Chinese application, whether it was really appropriate for lawyers to be on social media, period, but especially TikTok. I was also getting to the point where making these videos was tiresome. It was a distraction from my law work. And I really did not set out to be a content creator. I sought to be a lawyer who was finding cases through social media. So I had to make a decision, and the decision was to hire a team of people to help me. I decided to hire Vivo Creative. Joe Amato and his team there were absolutely integral in the growth and the strategy. When we went to TikTok, it was really early on in the platform. We thought if we got in early, we could make a dent, gain some traction, but that didn't happen initially. I was not good on camera. I was willing to put myself out there, but it took me a long time to get comfortable. It also took a long time to find content that worked or that was interesting. There were two early successes in TikTok that sort of showed us, okay, this is what people want to see. Marijuana is now legal in the state of New York, effective March 31st, 2021. The first video that I did that got some traction was a video about the legalization of marijuana in New York. It was a fun video. I wanted to talk about the legality of marijuana and how to smoke legally in New York. And at the end of the video, I said, hey, smoke them if you got them. We introed a rap song, and that video was really one of my first successful videos. It got several 100,000 views. I was pumped, but then the first video that truly went viral was I sued a 9-year-old kid and when we posted that video, it very quickly went viral and got more than 1 million views. I think that was my first video that got over 1 million. It was difficult for me to make it because I didn't think it was classy necessarily. The comments were difficult to take. I thought about not making any more videos. I thought that I pushed the line. I went too far. The legal work I did to help the client who got hurt due to the 9-year-old kid's negligence, that was good legal work. I helped my client. I changed her life. I did the right thing. I had to prove that the child deviated from what a reasonably prudent 9-year-old with the similar experience and intelligence would have done under the circumstances. It took a little bit of time, but I was able to finally figure out what my videos mean to the world, to the practice of law, to the people who need education, who need to know that there's a lawyer out there who will advocate for them. And so I kept going. And when we make videos, we think about, will this piss people off? Will it engender dialogue? But as long as you're doing it tastefully or within the bounds of the law or explaining the analysis or why you would do something, it's acceptable.
Motion's done. Favorite part of finishing a motion up? Done.
What's your favorite midday snack? Do you like pistachios? I'll also share with you one of the things that was really uncomfortable for me at the beginning of making these social media videos. My friends were not necessarily supportive. My family thought it was goofy. I was embarrassed of it. I just had a great afternoon in the office, got a bunch of work done, I got ready for the week, I edited. The other troubling part is the consistency. Like I said, at times I felt it was a distraction. There came a point though where I realized I'm also a business owner and marketing is just as important as balancing the books and litigating the cases. And so I had to become disciplined and set a time aside to make video content. The other hard part is there was a period of time where it was emotionally tolling. The constant struggle for content, the constant desire to go viral, the constant desire for new work. And I had to take a break at one point just for my own mental health. I think there were times where I prioritized my social media over family, and that's been an adjustment for me, and I had to hone it in at times. And my wife was always supportive and always has been. She's my biggest support, but there were times where we questioned in our marriage, hey, should you be doing this? Should you be putting the kids on camera? Or who are all these people who are following you? Is it healthy for the family? But I'll say this, I'm at a point where I love being a lawyer and I'm gonna be a lawyer, but I would like to start focusing on bigger, more like high profile, high value cases and create even more content. I think it started as a hobby and I realized that this is now an industry. This is an economy. There are people who buy advertisements and I've built a brand. And the people who call this office every day saying they found me on TikTok or YouTube, I don't pay for those ads. I don't ask for anything in my videos. I never say in my videos, call me. I just tell people what it is. This is how the law works. This is how I help people. If you want a good case, this is what you should do. And so there are times where I'm proud of myself as I reflect back that I had the foresight, that I took the risk, that I spent the money, that I embarrassed myself, that I took the grief, because it's paid off.
Is it even worth doing the Facebook class action? Like if I get $5?
But 3 of my most viral videos are the following. First, I did a Facebook class action video. Well, you're not gonna get $5. The experts think that most people will get a couple of $100, or as they said, triple. Where I talked about how Facebook was paying a very large settlement to anyone who had a profile during a certain time period. That video, I think, is well over 10 million views at this point.
What's the easiest way to get out of jury duty?
Tell us you don't want to be there. One of my favorite success stories was a video that I did about jury selection. Now again, some people interpreted this wrong. They thought I was literally suggesting how to get out of jury selection. But what I was really trying to accomplish with that video was, listen, we need your people who want to serve jury duty. Smart people, diligent people, people who want to give back to the community by engaging in their civic duty. So we knew the hook would work, and we suggested how to get off of the jury if you're just going to be some toxic person during the trial. That video went viral. I think it also is approaching 10 million, maybe it's over. But what was really cool about this video about how to get out of jury duty was that Tom Segura and his wife picked it up.
What's the easiest way to get out of jury duty?
Tell us you don't want to be there. Just say, I don't want to be here. I can't be fair. I know one of the issues involved, and I just don't want to be here. That's what you say. And people will say it. They will make it so crystal clear that I don't want to be here. And guess what? If you don't want to be here, the lawyers don't want you there. We're going to let you go.
Hey,
yeah,
good.
so little known secret is that lawyers do in fact write paper.
One of the other viral videos that I had involved liability waivers, and I think specifically this one had to do with skiing accidents. They are not effective. Waivers are a deterrent. It took off. Here's a recap on my June settlements. June was a good month. I settled 6 car accidents. Believe it or not, as of this moment, I have 7.5 million likes, and it's actually 171,000 followers. It's absolutely crazy to me that that many people have decided to follow me for my through my journey, and to follow me in terms of my educational legal content. I'm so grateful to everyone who has supported me by either speaking kindly to me in passing, by commenting, by liking. It's all been great, and it's all the viewers. I owe it to them. So there you have it. That's my story about becoming a content creator and becoming viral on TikTok, developing over 171,000 followers. I specifically want to wrap this video by thanking all of my friends, family, and followers for supporting me throughout this journey and watching my content. Your engagement, your likes, your comments have been part of the success profile. My community, you are the reason that this story is worth telling. Thank you so much. I hope you continue to follow me. I have more new ideas coming. Maybe there's a podcast around the corner. Maybe there's some other new things. But again, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You have changed my life.